The Prep Football Game of the Week is sponsored by Coca-Cola, Golden State Motors, Crab Radio, X96.5, and Motor City.
X96.5, blazing today's hottest music. Now with Jamie and Danny in the morning.
Good morning, Bakersfield.
We're Bakersfield's new morning show.
Today's hottest music is on the all-new X96.5.
X96.5.
Check out the savings. Check out the selection. At Golden State Motors, we haven't reached our goal until you drive away with the deal in the millennium.
From Golden State Motors, the #1 used car dealer with over 100 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection in Kern County. Domestic and foreign cars, trucks, and SUVs with new arrivals daily.
We'll slam the competition.
Corner of Golden State and M, Golden State Motors.
I'm Dick Strickland. Welcome to the city.
Motor City. This is where you want to be.
This is where you want to be.
Motor City Auto Center has one of the largest selections in California, featuring 5 world-class lines: Lexus, GMC truck, Pontiac, Buick, and Saturn. Visit us today in the city, Motor City, in the heart of the Bakersfield Auto Mall.
This is where you want to be.
Good evening. Welcome to the Prep Football Game of the Week on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Cable 106. I'm Mark Heffernan with Brian Adams. Tonight from Wasco High School, the long-standing rivalry, the Wasco Tigers and the Shafter Generals. Shafter has dominated this series in the past decade.
Yeah, and last year they had a big win with Ishida in the last minutes, making a good throw for a touchdown. And tonight the Wasco Tigers want to ruin the Shafter Generals' chance to win the title tonight.
Well, Wasco is 3-5-1 coming into the game. Shafter 7-2, 4-1 in the South Sequoia League. And the Generals have a chance to be a tri or a co-champion.
Yeah, and tonight they're going to get that. They're going to come out and play good, sound football, control the game, and then put it in a victory for the Generals.
Wasco has the #2 offense in the area, but their defense is somewhat poor. Shafter has a little more balance.
Yeah, and that's the balance going to be the key. But for Wasco, they have to keep their offense on the field and just continue to rack up the points that they have all season.
By the way, congratulations to our winners of the Disney passports from last week. Virginia Rose on Friday and Stacy Echeverry on Saturday. And we will be giving away some more Disney passports at halftime of tonight's game here from Wasco. And the number to call is 634-2294. By the way, Virginia and Stacy, you can pick up your tickets at Time Warner Cable. That is in Bakersfield at 3600 North Select from 9 to 6 Monday through Friday. We will be asking another question at halftime tonight. From Wasco, it's the Prep Football Game of the Week on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Cable 106.
I'm Dick Strickland. Welcome to the city.
Motor City. This is where you want to be.
This is where you want to be.
Motor City Auto Center has one of the largest selections in California, featuring 5 world-class lines: Lexus, GMC truck, Pontiac, Buick, and Saturn. Visit us today in the city, Motor City, in the heart of the Bakersfield Auto Mall.
This is where you want to be.
Get ready.
For the best deals in town.
Get set.
For the deal of a lifetime.
Go.
To Golden State Motors. You haven't seen the finish line until you drive away with the deal of the century from Golden State Motors. The #1 used car dealer with over 100 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection in Kern County. Domestic and foreign cars, SUVs, and trucks with new arrivals daily. So race on down to Golden State Motors, where we're sure you'll finish first.
Out of plus, good evening from Wasco High School. This is the prep football game of the week on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, and Digital Cable 106. The Tigers and the Shafter Generals, Mark and Brian.
Good evening.
Let's get it going.
All right, we're going to have an opening kickoff. Wasco's going to get the ball here.
Once again, the side of this game brings back a lot of memories to myself. I did this game on the radio for about 5 consecutive years, and of course last season we had the great finish, the Shafter victory over Wasco. As I mentioned during the preseason, Shafter has dominated the series in the past 12 years, but you never know what might happen in a game like this. A lot of fans, carnival-type atmosphere. Shafter 7-2 coming in. 4-1 in the league. Wasco 3-5-1, but the Tigers can put points on the board and yards. Have a couple of runners. One is over 1,000 yards. The other is about 984. And Shafter is led by Brown. Both quarterbacks have thrown for about 700 yards. Shafter shut out Garcia this year, though, 14-0. So you know they have some D.
Well, you don't get to 4-1 without playing any defense in the season.
Wasco come out in their double wing offense. Daryl Moore, this year 1,009 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns, 6.16 average. His running mate Aaron Harrison has gained 984 yards, 12 touchdowns, a 7.1 yard average. The quarterback David Juarez, he's thrown for about 700 yards. And we will continue. Wasco comes up to the ball very quickly. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers in black, a little bit of orange and white trim. Shafter navy blue and white. With the other ball carry, first down for Wasco in Shafter territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's Harrison you just alluded to with a 7.1 average. And you can see if he runs like that tonight, he's also going to break the 1,000-yard barrier.
First down, Wasco.
And here's the replays. You see him right there finishing up the run, picks up the first down. And if that's something in the Shafter defense, you don't want to see that all night. That could be big trouble.
First down for Wasco. The ball carry inside a 40-yard line to about the 38. Harrison on the carry for Wasco. The Tigers on the move. The 10:45 to play in the first quarter. Wasco at home against Shafter on the road. Both players on both teams met together for rallies earlier today, which they've been doing for many years. This is one of the longest standing rivalries, if not the longest in the entire area.
Yeah, and it's also, you know, one of the best. Like you said, the last 10 years has been a battle, but throughout the history of the game has been a battle. And you know, both these teams are going to come out here tonight and put on a good show for the fans. And if you're a Tiger, you want to upset that chance to win that championship for the Generals.
You'll remember it for the rest of your life. 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. Pitch back, and they might have picked up the first down, close to it. It depends on the spot. Our vantage point is a little bit to the right of the 50-yard line. But at any rate, I'm sure they'll be going for it on 4th down if they don't make it here with a measurement.
And we have a measurement.
Chain gang going out there very early, getting some TV time tonight. Well, I'm sure they'll go for it on 4th down, Brian.
Yeah, and they're only a yard short early in the game. You have 2 backs in your backfield that average over 5 yards a carry. You got to have some confidence in your offensive line. You've been rolling the yardage, running the ball to pick up a yard.
That'd be Daryl Moore, number 1, or Aaron Harrison, number 3, or maybe the quarterback. They only have about a half yard to go. David Juarez, number 7. Quarterback keeper, and I believe he has it. Looks like he has forward progress.
Juarez on a keeper.
Come on, Wasco, it's here for our Tigers!
And they're calling for the chain gang again, so that's going to be a close measurement.
Another measurement.
Oh, you're kidding me. Back-to-back measurements. Wasco Tiger strutting his stuff.
He's on the prowl on the sideline there.
First down, Tigers.
First down for the Tigers. 1st and 10.
Here is right here, the quarterback sneak. Right there, does a good job getting in between the center and his guard and just pushes forward for that first down yardage.
Okay, the Tigers outside the Shafter 30-yard line at about the 33, 9:30 to play in the first quarter. Pitchback number 3, Aaron Harrison. Breaks a tackle to the 20. He will go, take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's big play Harrison right there. That's what he's done for him this year. I think that's touchdown number 13, and he's also now past the 1,000-yard barrier if it holds. We have some laundry on the field, though. And it's not going to hold, so it's a race for him. And
that's too bad for the Wasco Tigers.
Yeah, and the offense now going to 1st and 15, and playing against a defense that really is tough. It could make it take off 7 points at the board, and also cause you to punt the ball now or give the ball back to give the ball to Shafter.
Legal procedure against the Tigers. They will bring it back 1st and 15 at a break for Shafter. Wasco with the ball at the Shafter 37-yard line. So Harrison does not get credit for his 13th TD this year. It is busted open that time. Pitch back, Daryl Moore, cuts back to the 25, down. Daryl Moore almost takes it a distance.
Yeah, the only thing to stop Daryl Moore on that was himself. He just tripped over his own feet right there, made a cut back behind a blocker, and he was off to the races except for he fell down.
He probably got so excited.
But that's 2 breakdowns in a row and 2 consecutive plays for the Shafter General defense that they cannot afford to have in this game if they're going to be successful in stopping this double wing T offense.
2nd and short for Wasco. It's like a reverse. Going to the open. Harrison inside the 5-yard line. They faked to Moore, gave it to Harrison, who was lined up on the left side, slot left, and he almost took it the distance.
And this is another wrinkle in that wing T. You know, a lot of things happen. And that play, he kind of just pitches it to Moore first, and then Moore hands it off to Harrison, and Harrison breaks through and almost got on the board anyway, despite having one called back already.
Wasco storming through the Shafter General defense in this opening drive. 1st and goal. First man through, and he's stacked up. It's a goal line situation for the Tigers. 8:20 to play in the first quarter, no score. Wasco knocking on the General's door. Trying to bust it down. They call it 2nd and goal from outside the 1-yard line. War is a QB. Pitch to number 3, Harrison. Touchdown, Wasco Tigers!
You know, that's a nice gesture by Coach Owens, too, because he had a touchdown call back. He could easily give the ball to Brown as well and got in, but he gave it to Harrison, and right there, Harrison just plunges in for the 1 yard behind the big line.
Wasco's obviously come out very fired up for the game tonight. They're playing at home and feel like nothing better than to defeat their arch rival, Shafter Generals.
You know, anytime you're playing a rivalry, the records aren't going to matter in a game like this.
Juarez on the keeper. Bust forward. And he has the 2 points. David Juarez, number 7, with a 2-point conversion. 8-0 Wasco. They are smoking.
Well, that's the touchdown right there by Harrison. He just falls in behind his line and rolls in the end zone there. But the 2-point conversion is going to come back because of a penalty.
So there must have been a penalty on the 2-point conversion, so Wasco will try it again.
You know, they're 1-for-1 for comebacks on penalties on this series, so let's see what happens now.
Was that a motion penalty? I wonder if it was against the quarterback, Juarez. Wasco up front.
Looks like where the coaches are on the field talking to referees like a lineman, not so much a motion, but from his lineman. They might have had too many men not enough men in the backfield.
Up front, Aaron Mertz, Josh Fenderson, Jeremy Sabala, David Espinoza, Michael Aguilera, and Jeff Oxford for the Wasco Tigers. 6-0 as they have scored first tonight. A 2-point conversion was not successful, and they will try it again after the penalty. Darren Owens, the head coach of Wasco, and Brian Nixon, former quarterback at Shafter and also at Bakersfield College, the head man at Shafter.
Yeah, he's done a real good job with the Shafter program and getting those young men to believe in him, and they're winning ball games.
We had Jason Gillarducci a couple of years ago, the current quarterback for BC. He was the all-area quarterback of the year his senior season. With our double reverse, Harrison, a ball carrier, he will be shy. In fact, he only gets back to about the 5-yard line. That was the same play they scored a touchdown on, but Shafter was up to it.
Yeah. You know, and that can be a big play in a game like this where you know the games have been so close and points are so important. To have 2 points taken off the board and then you don't get a chance to pick them back up could play a role later on, we see as the game unfolds.
6-0 Wasco, 7:59 to play in the first quarter. They look very impressive on their opening drive tonight. Now we'll see what Shafter can do. Shafter led by Eric Brown, who has the most carries of any running back in the area, 1,205 yards rushing. I think he's about number 4 in the area. Quarterback Ricky Ashita, 892 yards passing, 11 touchdowns. Robert Hod, one of the receivers, 3 scores, 13 receptions, 294 yards. And then we have Luis Pampa, 25 for 303 yards and 6 scores. So they have a little bit of balance in their offense.
Yeah, they do, and they're led by a quarterback who really has a good control of a ball game. We saw him last year. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes, keeps you in the game, and keeps your offense moving. And that's what Coach Nixon has asked him to do, and he's done it so far this year with the 4-1 record in the league.
Shafter shut out Garces at home. They lost it to Tehachapi, and they beat Taft, I believe. Of course, Taft knocked off Tehachapi a couple of weeks ago at a very close game when Taft beat Garces by 7. Very competitive South Dakota League this year. Got a kickoff underway. Merlo for Shafter will let it go out of bounds, number 15. Had a penalty against Wasco. The Generals down 6-0 against the Wasco Tigers here midway through the first quarter. And you're watching all the action on Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Cable 106. Long-standing rivalry.
Very long, and you know, I'll tell you this, the Shafter defense will have to regroup on the sideline and figure out what's going on, because it cannot be that easy for the Wasco Tigers on offense if they want to secure a title here tonight.
Sheeta, the quarterback for Shafter. Ground ball carry number 22. Eric Brown, left side, gains about 3 or 4 yards. Here's a workhorse for the Generals. Tough guy, about 185 pounds on a 5'9" frame. Liberty played him very tough. I think it was a 7-point game. Then he ran off a couple of scores of over 60 yards in the fourth quarter, Eric Brown.
You know, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to wear you out. He's going to keep coming at you. He's going to get the ball over and over and just hope the game gets late and he breaks through on you.
2nd and 6 for Shafter. There's Brown again. Heading backfield, falls forward. Excellent play by the Wasco defense.
You know, and right there you see Lionel Lopez really come through the hole and get some penetration. And penetration is the key to killing any kind of running play. If you can hit the man in the backfield, you slow him up, you're not going to see those big runs ripped off for 5 or 6 yards where a guy gets a good running back gets a nice head of steam.
Justin Cummins, number 35. Armando Ortiz, number 30. Robert Dodd, number 41. Some of the down linemen for Wasco, Jimmy Amador, 66. Linebackers are Josh Fenderson, number 57. Lionel Lopez, as we saw, number 6. DBs Flores, number 7. Tyler Kreiner, number 10. Harrison, another DB. Long pass downfield. The man is open. Incomplete. Nice diving effort at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, right there they had an opportunity. They took it. They had a man open. Just a little bit out of his range, and he almost made a great catch with the dive.
And Shafter punting, 4th down and 5. High, but not with a lot of length. And will roll out of bounds to the far side at the 27-yard line. So Wasco holds on Shafter's first offensive series, 6-0 Tigers. And they have the ball back. 6:28 to play here in the first quarter. Good start for Wasco.
A great start for Wasco because, like you alluded to earlier in the broadcast, that the Wasco defense has a tendency to give up a lot of yardage and some points. So to see them come out early and stop this team on the first series is a positive sign for Coach Owens.
I know Wasco scored 3 consecutive touchdowns against Garces earlier this year, and they had, 60 or 70 points against Liberty in the game. So they only can score the points. Number 1, Daryl Moore, the ball carrier, race to the outside. Great straight arm, thrown out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Daryl Moore on the sweep.
Try to utilize the speed that they have.
Yeah, and you can see right there that Moore has some very good speed to get outside because actually there were defenders there, but you'll see right now as he comes around the corner on kind of like a little sweep play. He just uses speed, takes a good angle to the sideline, straight arm right there, and almost picks up a first down.
That's Ishida, who plays quarterback, making the tackle for Shafter. There he is again. Nice block left side, first down. Breaks a tackle, midfield 50. They didn't put him out of bounds. Oh, yes, they did. And Shafter territory at the 43-yard line. Just barely knocked him out of bounds. Did a little tiptoe act there.
And right there, you can see Daryl Moore. He's not a very big kid in stature at 5'6", 135 pounds, but he's quick and he's elusive. And he gets to that sideline and he just barely touches that chalk. Otherwise, it was 6 more points for the Tigers.
You got to make sure you push the guy out of bounds. Shafter living dangerously. 1st and 10 for Wasco, doubling offense. Quarterback keeper. Juarez up the middle, gets to about the 40-yard line, then driven down. They tried that play a couple of times. It has been effective. It actually gained them a 2-point conversion, which they called back.
But those
if you'd like a copy of tonight's game or any other local program produced by Time Warner Cable, give us a call during regular business hours at 322-1941, 322-1941.
When you have your main running backs running like they are tonight, that opens up your quarterback keepers and your fullback dives.
2nd and 6. Reverse from the other area. And Moore hitting the backfield and driven back. One of the first big defensive plays for Shafter.
Well, it's the first time that Shafter has gotten penetration on that double wing T attack right there. And we talked about it when we've seen other teams do it. When you get this kind of pressure across the line right there, as you see that push, it disrupts a lot of the things that go on in the backfield with the double, when you have 2 different times the ball's being transitioned between players. You just don't have a lot of time. If that penetration comes through, the play's dead.
There's Eloise Pompey, number 40, number 55 for Shafter Gibbons, Lee Waldron, number 1 in the backfield. Play action, Juarez to throw, over the middle, complete. Number 85, first down and more to the 20-yard line, inside the 20, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Wow.
You know, that's one of the things. They don't pass often, but when they do pass, they have been accurate this year. And you can see right there, he steps back, has a tight end open across the middle. He hits him, makes a good catch, turns upfield, picks up the first down, and gets some more yardage.
Joey Robledo, 17 receptions, 312 yards, and a couple of touchdowns coming in for Wasco, the tight end. And the Tigers on the move again. Number 44, the fullback, busting his way inside the 10-yard line. Boy, the Tigers are pumped. They are juiced. Tyler Kleiner.
Well, you can see now with those 2 backs they have getting 6 yards to carry and one getting 7 yards to carry, it opens everything else up for the Tigers. The dive play, it just hit for big yardage. You hit the tight end when you pass. So when you do pass, you're not going to pass often. You have to be accurate, and that's what they're doing. And on this series, they're moving the ball again against a tough Shafter general defense.
Fumble in the backfield. The last ball carrier was Cody Merritt for Wasco. And I say Shafter has recovered as they get a big break. Number 1 for Shafter, all pumped up. Coming out, that would be Lee Waldron for Shafter.
Right here, you're going to see the ball come out, and it's on the ground, and the generals come in and take it up, and you know, and in these kind of series, these rivalries, those kind of plays can turn the whole game around. You're looking at going in and putting another touchdown on the board. You fumble on the 6-yard line or so, and now they have a chance to take it back and get points.
Number 44 for Wasco's Cody Merrick's carried the ball 2 plays ago. Shafter out inside their 10-yard line, down 6-0. 3:30 to play here in the first quarter.
On the carry, number 32, Norman Williams.
Williams the ball carrier for Shafter.
On the stop, Amado Ortiz.
Norman Williams.
And number 66, Jimmy Amador.
Amador Ortiz on the tackle for Wasco. Shafter's taking their time. It's 2nd and 7 for the Generals. Robert Hod wide right for Shafter. Back receivers to each side. I formation behind Ishida. Looking to throw. Flips it high off the right sidelines. Incomplete. No flags.
Pass intended for Howdy.
Lob intended for Robert Hod. 47 on the coverage for Wasco.
And that's Sergio Rios right there, who had very good position, as he just, it's got to be a perfect pass to be a completion against him. And he defends that play very well.
Vanessa Avila report to the Shafter gate.
Wasco 3-5-1 coming in, 1-4 in the South Dakota League. Shafter at 7-2 and 4-1 the SSL. 3rd and 7 for the Generals. Wasco, do they jump?
They're going to move that 5 yards in the General's direction and make it a 3rd and short as opposed to a 3rd and 7.
We're going to see that play again.
Right there, Franz DeWitt comes across and gets into the offsides position.
He's anxious. He's excited. They almost jumped again. Long count by Sheeta. There's we have our ball carrier. Brown breaks a couple tacks to the outside to the 30. He will go the distance. 40 to the 30. Will they catch him? 20, 10. No way. Touchdown, Shafter.
Generals, number 22, Eric Brown.
And right there, Eric Brown, he's been the man all year for the Generals. And he just uses his leverage at that low center of gravity and bounce off a couple of tackles. He's a strong runner, like you said earlier. Hits the sideline, also shows he has a little speed. But how big were the 2 mistakes for the Wasco Tigers? And then right there, a fumble going in to score, and then you have an offsides when you have a 3rd and 7. You bring Brown back into play by being at 3rd and short, and he makes you pay for it.
Now, you talked about the fact that Wasco had all the momentum. We're going for another touchdown. They turn the ball over, and Brown, like he's done a lot, makes the long touchdown run. They hit him, but he bounced off the tackles. Then he shows speed to the outside. He's built very low to the ground. Excellent balance.
2:40 the first quarter. General 7, the Tigers 6.
Very exciting runner. And that exciting first quarter tonight.
You know, like you said, right here, we'll see him come off tackle right here. Low center of gravity. They come in and they try to hit low on him. They can't quite wrap him up. He runs over one man, and right now he goes to the sideline. And he shows that he has the speed to break away, as nobody from the Tiger defensive backfield could catch him.
Didn't have a chance to wrap him up on that run. He just bounced off those tackles. And Shafter up on front, 7-6 over Wasco as they connect on a PAT attempt. Just like that. Shafter crowd a little bit pumped up after the touchdown run.
Yeah, because they were really quiet when they thought they were about to go down by 2 touchdowns. And then, like you say, the momentum just turns. You have that fumble, then you have another mistake with the offsides, which at this time of the year, as a coach, you don't like to see because you should have better focus and you don't have those opening game jitters. You should be in tune with how you're playing the game, but mistakes happen, as you see on every football field from high school to pro.
You know, we saw Brown last year during this ball game. We were very impressed with his ability, and of course he's one of the top rushers in the entire area. Very tough kid, but he has the ability to break it deep. Kickoff comes to Wasco. They take it across the 30-yard line to the 32. 2:34 to play in the first, and Shafter 7, Wasco 6. A packed crowd, just like last year. We have fans parading behind the goalpost to the left of us, where the Wasco Tigers scoreboard is. Scanning room only crowd, as they say. These communities are only 7-8 miles apart, so the fans really get into it in more ways than one. Pitch back to Moore. Now Shafter's closing it up just a bit, and they throw him down.
And you can see right there by that defensive play how momentum has changed. They're much more aggressive right there on that first opening play, and they're coming out and they're attacking. I think they sat back on the first couple of series and they let the Wasco Tigers take it to them. This defense has to be aggressive. You don't want to be too aggressive because you can go by and open some big plays, but they have to be have aggressive and assert themselves and try to take over this game.
Nick Hopper, number 56. Grant Myers, 57 for Shafter up front. Luis Pompa, number 40. Inside carry goes nowhere. And all of a sudden, the Shafter D has come to play. It'll be 3rd and about 7 for Wasco in their own territory.
You know, and usually I would say 3rd and 7. This is a tough distance for a team. This is a double wing tee, but this team is effective passing the ball when they do it, and they have guys that can run off 7, 8 yards, so they have some options.
The single running back is Harrison for Wasco. Receives the pitch to the right side, trying to break it inside, and runs hard, but he'll be shy of the first down, maybe about 2 yards shy. The great effort and a push up front by the Wasco Tigers offensive line. But with 1:15 to play in the first, it will be 4th down for Wasco in their own territory.
And they're going for it.
Well, they went for it once or twice last year.
Yes, they did.
They didn't care where they were.
Well, I think in this situation, it's not anything that would be prescribed by textbooks, but they do have runners with the ability. Like I said, when you got runners that get 6 and 7 yards, you do have some options.
Double wing. Pitch back Moore. Head in the backfield. That's a race to the sidelines. And they throw him down. That's Ishida. Doubles on defense. A big loss. Shafter general ball.
You see right there, Ishida not only the quarterback, but he's also the corner. And right there, he makes a big play. He stays at home, doesn't get caught in what's going on up the middle. He bounces out, reaches out, and grabs a little fella right there and just kind of swings him down.
So the gamble by Wasco does not pay off for them. 1st and 10 for Shafter at the Wasco 35-yard line. They really contained very well on defense. Brown again, hit hard in the backfield and dropped. What a hit by number 50 for Wasco. Hello.
That's Aaron Mears.
Yes. Nice hit on Brown. Hit him before it gets going.
And that's how you square up and tackle a back like Brown. You come through and you put that plastic on him, you wrap him up and you drive him down to the ground. You just don't try to reach out with an arm and hope that he falls, because he won't.
There we see it, Brian. 2nd and 12 for Shafter. Split backs. Pitch to Brown. Cut, puts his head down until about the 31-yard line.
Eric Brown.
A hit like that won't phase Brown at all. He gets the ball back and just puts his head down, gains about 6-7 yards.
Rios. And that brings the end. First quarter, Shafter 7.
After 1, Shafter 7, Wasco 6. You're watching the Prep Football Game of the Week on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital Cable 106.
All-new X96.5, blazing today's hottest music. Now with Jamie and Danny in the morning.
Good morning, Bakersfield.
We're Bakersfield's new morning show.
Today's hottest music is on the all-new X96.5.
X96.5.
You'll have to excuse the Johnsons. They got a great deal on a car at Golden State Motors and can't seem to contain their excitement. They were treated to great customer care from low-pressure salespeople, making it much easier to take advantage of Golden State Motors' everyday low prices. For a deal so good you'll want to dance, come to Golden State Motors. We're driven to see you drive home happy.
Shafter has a reception to Robert Hod to begin the second quarter of action. 7-6 in favor of the Generals over the Tigers. Shotgun, Ishida will run it out of the gun, looking to throw, and goes down. Wasco defense containing very well in that particular play.
On the keeper.
You know, if the Wasco defense can hold them now and keep them to just a minimum of 3 points, you see a Sheeta right here throwing the out.
Pick up the 3 for the Generals.
The defensive back playing that far off is an easy passing catch.
Shafter coming into the game had about 1,932 yards rushing, 892 passing for 2,824 yards. They had scored 224 points. Now they're at 2nd and 7. Brown up the middle. Leaps over a man and goes forward for about 3 or 4 yards. On defense, the Generals had allowed about 1,037 on the ground, 1,100 through the air, about 2,137 yards. .10:33 to play in the first half, 7-6 Shafter. And the Generals on the move at 3rd and 3 in Wasco territory. Inside the 15. On wide left, Sheeta to Brown. Breaks to the outside, has a block. Touchdown, Shafter!
22, Larry. Brown.
And right there, Brown runs untouched. I mean, nobody even touches him the whole way into the end zone. And it looked like it was going to be an off-tackle play. He kind of just bounced it out like the good backs do. They just had that extra knack to where to go.
Got a good block downfield.
And just went down the sideline. As he said, you had a receiver downfield blocking, excellent block. And
well, he is very quick. When he has
goes
kind of an opening, he's there. A couple of scores for Brown tonight. PAT up and good by Robert Hod.
On the extra point for the Generals.
14-6 Shafter over Wasco. They have scored 2 consecutive touchdowns against the Tigers after Wasco scored first tonight.
Yeah, and right here you'll see he's getting the ball. He's going to go off tackle. He just bounces it right here to the outside. Defensive end cannot get contained. You have a receiver down there blocking, really locked tight up the defensive back. And Brown goes in untouched for touchdown number 2.
Well, up front for Shafter, you have number 53, the center, Ben Garza. Roy Esparza, number 50, another guard. Nick Hooper, the tackle 55. Grant Myers, number 57, a guard. And Bobby Dunlap, number 66, a tackle. So they just have to hold the defense up for a moment, let Brown do the rest. He can score from 2 yards away from 7 yards.
As he showed right so far in this game already. You know, but the one thing right now that Tigers have to do is to regroup the offense. They can't get down themselves. They know that they can move the ball. They showed they can move it. Just get back to what you did those first 2 times. You had good drives and try to put some points on the board and stay in this game. And you know, hope that you can create a turnover next time you go out on defense and let your defense get a chance to rest as well and before you give them the ball back.
And Shafter kicking off. They had 14-6 over the Tigers. Hod doing honors. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. Cody Merritt pulls his way across the 40 to about the 41-yard line.
Cody Merritt on the return.
As we see some dust escaping from the field. Merritt who plays fullback for the Tigers on offense.
First down, Tigers.
Wasco has to get some type of drive going.
Well, they just got helped out by that kick right there. They have a short field to go on now. They only have about 60 yards into pay dirt. So this is to go back and do what they did in the first couple of series when they were moving the ball. Use the speed and the quickness and expose the defense.
There's Harrison with the ball for the pitch of Juarez. Breaks to the open. It's a race to the 40, 30. He will take it the distance, and he goes to the house. Oh, yeah! Touchdown, Tigers! Wow!
And I want to thank the Tigers for backing me up on that one, by coming back and going back what they did. Just they did the first 2 series. They just gave the ball to Harrison or to Moore, and right there Harrison breaks through for a big run. He goes over the 1,000-yard barrier, touchdown number 14 now. And they have a ball game. They're only down 2 points.
We've had some exciting runs tonight. Long run by Brown, this one by Harrison. Got about 60 yards. Brown was over 70. 14-12 Shafter. Wasco going for 2. Wars rolling to his right. Has the man open. He will decide to run it. He's in for the 2 points. We have a tie ball game. Yes, indeed. 14-14, 9:58 to play in the first half. Yeah.
And Waters made a very good, smart decision right there. He had a man open, but he was not ready when he come out of his roll. He could have forced one into the back receiver. He didn't. He tucks the ball, and he just puts his head down. Right, that's the touchdown run. But he puts his head down and puts the 2 points. And right there, Harrison just comes off tackle, breaks free, and I don't think that the Generals had the speed to catch him once he gets the secondary.
Robert Hod 14 was in pursuit for Shafter. And nice run play by Juarez on the 2-point conversion. I like his effort.
And here it is right here. He made it to keep the ball, which is good. And right there, he just puts his head down and gets the ball across the plane. That's all it needs for it to be a good conversion.
This game is always exciting.
Well, yeah, I think it's exciting because you have teams that don't quit when they get behind the 8 ball, which you might have in a regular season game. But when you have this rivalry, you see it in all rivalries. For the most part, you know, the team can get down up 21 points, and somehow a team storms back and makes it a game. And sometimes they pull it off, sometimes they don't. But I expect us to see a close one tonight.
14-14 line drive kick. Retrieved by Brown at the 10-yard line to the 15. 20, gets a buck. He breaks it outside, knocked down at the 37-yard line.
And Justin Cummings right there.
Wow,
possibly saves a touchdown. It was a nice good hit on Brown too, but like you said, Brown just kind of pops back up and you see him walking. He's ready to do some work. Gets a good job running through a tackle, good block on the right side of the TV screen right there, and then you see Cummings put him on the ground, a good physical hit.
And you have to hit him hard to put him down. He has excellent strength and balance, Brown. What a ball game. 1st and 10 for Shafter at their own 35. They remain in the eye. Ashita. Rolling to his left, play action. Flips it complete. Number 32, face masking penalty as he goes out of bounds. That is Williams. He was able to pick up the first down, then add to that. And Shafter will be deep in Wasco territory.
And that was a well-designed, executed play right there. See Ashita rolling out. Not only did he have Williams, he had a receiver open in the corner. But he chose to go to Williams, made a good catch, and Williams turns it up. You see the face mask right there. He's turned all the way around by it. And they tack on 15 more yards to the play.
Norman Williams, 6 feet, 228 pounds. One of the ways to get him down, I guess, by the face mask. Shafter back in business. 9:30 to play in the first half. Pitch back to Brown, looking for the block. Cuts back, he does get it. Puts his head down, runs over people. Wow. Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the power of Brown right there. If you're a secondary player tonight and you're playing against Brown or you played against him earlier this season, you cannot come up light-footed. You have to come up, you have to attack him, because right now you see him turn it up. He's going to call downhill. He attacks the safety right there as he puts him on his back and runs him over. As a safety, you want that safety has to come up. He has to initiate that contact. When he has to get up in that hole, try to just put a hit on him before he gets hit.
2nd and 1, they fake it to Brown, give it to Williams, up the middle, and they should have the first down for Shafter. They fake the pitch to Brown, give it to Big Norman up the middle, and 1st and 10 for the Generals. 14-14 ball game, and the Generals on the move. 8:40 to play here in the first half. Guys like a bunch of boxers going back and forth.
Well, they're starting to throw some haymakers now. I mean, they're looking to knock each other out. They're not jabbing anymore.
Ashita, play action, deep drop. Now decides to run. Nobody's open, makes a cut, breaks to the outside, slows down, thrown down. A long developing play. Williams was running a pattern for Shafter. Great coverage by Wasco, and Ashita had to eat it.
Yeah, and Cryer did a good job of he was the man to stop him, and did a good job. But when Ashita stopped, he stopped and broke down and got the tackle. Right here, you see Ashita still he's trying to do a little hesitation and set him up, but Cryer stops too. He stops, and then right there he wraps him up and puts him down.
Nice play by Kleiner. Nobody was open for Wasco on that side as he was rolling left. 2nd and 9 for Shafter. High formation with Williams and Brown behind him. Williams powers his way up the middle. A gain of 2 or 3 yards. He'll be outside the 5-yard line.
On the stop.
Norman Williams and Brown, a couple of power-packed running backs for Shafter.
Yeah, and Williams right there at his 238 size. You can tell he gets a couple steps. It's already 2 yards. He's a big man, big young man, so it's going to be hard to get him down once he gets running.
They also can lay some pretty heavy blocks for Brown, so you've got to respect both of them. Receiver sweep side for Shafter. 3rd and 5. Ashita looking right, throws into the end zone. Is it a touchdown? Incomplete. Apparently he trapped it or it bounced.
Pass intended for Howdy.
Howdy, number 14.
Rios.
Rios on the coverage for Wasco. And completion to Howdy.
And the ball appeared from up here that it was on the money. I think it was just a drop ball. You know, Rios got to give him some credit too. He kind of made the drop ball by hitting Howdy in the back. See right here as the ball comes out. That's right there. It's a catchable ball. Rios does a good job of knocking it loose.
Well, Shafter calls a timeout as the ball is being snapped. Howdy will try a field goal from the 15-yard line. It would be a 25-yarder. Brian, as we look across the football field, on the other side behind the Shafter stands, we see some people that have fires in front of their house, bonfires or whatever. In fact, 2 houses.
Yeah, they do, so it looks like they're just enjoying themselves right across the street.
Look like small little bonfires.
But there they are right there. You can see them on the screen at home.
They are both to the immediate left of the Shafter stands, as we're watching, of course, to the right. Going to be 4th and 5 for Shafter. 7-on-7 playing the first half, 14-14 ball game. Brown's had a couple of scores for the Generals. One from long range, one from close range. Harrison and Moore have scored for Wasco. A 2-point conversion by Juarez. So
Harrison scored both. Harrison scored both. So we got 2 running backs with 2 touchdowns.
Howdy will try the field goal. A 25-yard attempt from the left side. Left hash mark. Spot is down. They fumble it momentarily, but it kicks it through. Had enough leg. 17-14 Shafter over Wasco. With 7:01 to play here in the first half. Great ball game. Let's roll it.
There you see the fumble snap, but the holder does a good job of getting the ball in place. He can still put a little bit of foot, and a little bit of foot is all you need. He needed on that one to get the 3 points.
Okay, 3-point lead for Shafter. Wasco scored first, led 6-0. Shafter had back-to-back scores, lead 14-6. Wasco came back with 8 points, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion to tie it. Shafter comes back with a field goal.
And the Wasco defense on that series did a good job when they got into score position of sucking it up and forced a field goal and didn't allow another touchdown. Because this offense has only been stopped by a fumble.
Harrison and Moore back deep for Wasco. They're 2 1,000-yard rushers this year. Let's see if Shafter kicks it deep or tries to squib it about halfway down. Well, Wasco High School. Kick it short. Comes to number 2, Norman Miller. Gets up to about the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Wasco. Norman Miller looking for more. And 6:55 to play in the first half. 17-14 Generals over the Tigers as they try to march to a South Dakota League Football Championship.
You know, like I said, they're going to have to figure out some defense how to stop them, because even the fumble was not a fumble caused by them. It was just a mishandle. So they have to figure out a way to stop this Wasco offense.
There's Moore. Cuts back, almost to the open. Has a first down across the 40-yard line. He has a lot of heart, 135 pounds.
Yeah, he's here it is again. This is the play they're doing. It kind of goes going off tackle right there after they pitch it, and he picks up a first down, and that's been their biggest play for them. is doing that little quick toss to the back, coming underneath, and going right off the tackle.
And now, of course, we're moving left to right here in the second quarter against Shafter. And Wasco their own 41-yard line, 6:25 to play in the first half. There's Harrison. Quick move, and a gain of about 5 yards.
Harrison on the carry for the Tigers.
Aaron Harrison.
On the stop,
Nice run on
32,
first down for
Williams.
Wasco.
Pick up a 5.
2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Tigers in black coming to the ball. Harrison Moore, the slot. Merritt, fullback. Merritt, the ball carrier, puts his head down. Drives forward for about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and short for Wasco.
On the stop, number 57, Grant Myers.
3rd and short really is the kind of down and distance that the Wasco offense wants to be in, because that really opens up the ability of Moore and Harrison on those little off-tackle plays, or to try to do a quick sweep with them.
Call 3rd and 2 for Wasco. 5:25 to play in the first. Or as a QB. Pitch back Harrison. Headed backfield, but drives forward. He'll be shy of the first down. But on 4th down, I'm sure that Wasco will go for it.
Well, that's the other thing I was going to say before they started is, you know what, Wasco, they get 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. That's good for them because they're going to go for 4th down anyway.
Remember they went wide with Moore earlier in the game. He got thrown on by Sheeta.
And right there, you know, Harrison did a good job really avoiding a loss in the backfield as the Generals got penetration again on that play.
4th and 1 for the Tigers. Moore going deep. Touchback has a first down by a yard or 2. First down for the Tigers. As they keep this drive alive, 4:40 to play in the first half.
You know, and right there, that's a good run by Morris. He's going to come out to the left side. What he does right there is a good job of knowing he needs a first down and just cutting the ball upfield and picking up that first down for the Wasco Tigers.
Not trying to go outside and gain more yards and having a possibility of losing 5 or 7. Tigers keep it alive, 1st and 10 at the Shafter 48. There's that reverse inside to Harrison. And he picks up about 5 or 6 yards. They faked him more, give it to Harrison, come from the other side. They pick up about 5 or 6 yards.
And you'll see it right now as they come into your living room there. Harrison gets the ball from Moore on the inside and picks up about 6 yards.
Stevens on the tackle for Shafter, number 33. At 3:50 to play in the first half. Merritt in motion, pitch back Harrison. It's a block, nice tackle. After a gain of 2 or 3 yards. And number 33, Stevens. 1-on-1 tackle for Shafter.
And then actually Stevens saved a big play right there because there was a lot of daylight for Harrison if he could have got past that tackle.
I thought he was off to the races.
It sure appeared that. Yeah, it did appear that way, but Stevens stuck in there from his corner spot and did a good job of coming up and forcing the runner in and making the tackle.
Wasco 3rd and short. Juarez on the keeper. Flag is down as he gains a first down.
Juarez on the keeper.
They normally call a hold when they throw a flag in that territory. Holding against Wasco.
And that's what's going to do it, so they'll come back.
And Juarez knew it was against the Tigers because he threw the football after the run. 3:11 to play in the first half. Third and 10 for the Tigers at the Shafter 49-yard line. Harrison wide right. Maybe an inside screen of Harrison. Incomplete. Looked like he was bumped by a Shafter defender.
Pass intended for Harrison.
That'll be 4th down for Wasco.
Ball's incomplete. Bringing up a Wasco 4th down.
It appears that there might be a punt this time by the Tigers.
4th and 10 from the Shafter 48-yard line.
Kicking for the Tigers, number 50, Aaron Mers.
Aaron Mers. Still in the punting for Wasco. Boots it away. Nobody deep for Shafter. As the ball will be down inside the 10-yard line.
Ball is down by number 2.
And that was a good punt right there. Nobody was deep. Put some air on the ball. Don't let it get in the end zone and inside the 10. So
from their own 9-yard line.
I guess Shafter thought Wasco was possibly going for it.
Well, I think that's a safe play for them because Wasco does go for 4th down. It wouldn't be a spot where you might not see them go try a trick, fake punt and try to pick up a first. But again, the Tigers have defeated themselves on offense with a fumble and a holding after you get a 1st down.
Right.
The Shasta Generals, who have a good defense in the league, are not shutting down this offensive attack.
Not too many teams have shut down Wasco. They've been able to score on just about everybody. Brown to the outside. Cuts up to about the 18-yard line.
Stopped by number 10.
There's Kreiner right there making another play as he runs down.
Runs down Brown.
Yep.
And Brown like that picks up about 8 yards on the play.
Pick up 8.
Didn't even let you pick up that many yards, but you look up and it's 8 yards and now 2nd and 2. And
well, he has that great ability to cut up field at the end of a run and gain those extra 2 or 3 yards or so. Brown again powers his way up the middle.
Once again.
And he might have the 1st down across the 20-yard line. They can run inside or outside. 1st down for Shafter. He has carried the ball more than any other ball carrier in Kern County this year. So he's a very durable back.
You know, and he has the classic build for a back. Low to ground, thick lower body, quickness and speed, and, and he has some power, and he turns up and hits some people too.
Brown with draw gets hit in the backfield. He loses that tackle and finally goes down. About 4 or 5 Wasco Tigers bring to the turf at the 21-yard line.
You know, and that's a good example in that play right there of his strength because he's hit 4 yards in the backfield. He still has enough strength to get almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Well, in all things, you can stop him on one play, and he has the opportunity or the ability to break the next play for 50, 60 yards or so. 1:10 to play in the first half. 17-14 Shafter at a 2nd and 11. Play action. A sheet of the throw. Good protection. Fires a long downfield. Howdy is open. He's got the 40 to the 30. Touchback falls down at the 25-yard line in Wasco territory.
All right, that's just a classic 2-receiver formation pattern right there. One receiver runs the post, the other one wheels to the outside. The outside player was open on that one, and the Sheeta does a good job of throwing the ball, has a man open, and just letting him come get the ball. Nice soft throw is not hard. And Howdy just goes underneath it, catches it, and tries to score. And you see Harrison come up and catch him.
Fumble in the backfield, Sheeta can't get. Wasco recovers at the 40-yard line. The ball was alive in the Shafter backfield. As the Sheeta went for it, he was just pounded. He was pelted. And the Tigers take control.
And that was Aaron Maris who really made a great play. As he saw Sheeta going to pick the ball up, he just came up and just put some plastic on him and allowed his other defenders to come and pick up the ball.
Wow. 49.6 seconds left in the first half. 17-14 Shafter. Wasco the ball thrown 41. There's that reverse to Harrison. Hit and drop to the line of scrimmage. They fake it to Moore, give it to Harrison. And timeout Tigers. Let's air it out, Wasco.
You know, and I can see one of these times where Moore's he gets that ball, he's gonna he's gonna give it to Harrison, he's gonna keep it. And if these guys from the Generals flow like they're doing to Harrison, he's gonna be wide open as he goes on the outside, and whether it's a left or right side, he'll be wide open as he runs the ball.
Norman Miller comes to the game for Wasco number 2. Maybe they will fly him downfield as Merritt exits. Merritt primarily a blocking back for Wasco, but he has gained over 300 yards this year. 17-14 Shafter. And Wasco the ball thrown 42-yard line here in the latter stages of the second quarter. Wasco at 3-5-1 coming in. Shafter at 7-2. But Shafter is 4-1 in the South Dakota League. Harrison wide left for Wasco. Slot right, we have Moore. Juarez at QB. Juarez play action. Looking for Harrison down the left sideline. Throws it up high, incomplete, underthrew him. And a coverage by Sheeta for Shafter.
Pass intended for Harrison.
Harrison's a little slow to get up over there.
Covering for the Generals.
But Harrison had to step on the sheet on that play. Ball just a little late and hung out to the left.
Third down for the Tigers. And on territory at the 42-yard line. And Harrison walking very slowly across the field.
We have an official's timeout.
Well, he must have landed hard on the turf.
Yeah, you know.
Harrison shaken up.
His right arm was kind of hanging kind of funny.
For the Tigers.
Yeah, and the trainer's making the motion with his arms, trying to tell him to move it.
Third down for the Tigers. Let's see what Juarez and company can do. On a keeper. Dives forward across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. But it'll be fourth down for Wasco as the clock continues to run here late in the second quarter. Doesn't look like Wasco even attempt another play here in the first half.
I think that's a good decision right there. Just let the clock run out.
At the half, Shafter 17, Wasco 14. And you're watching the Prep Football Game of the Week from Wasco High on CNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Cable 106.
Check out the savings. Check out the selection. At Golden State Motors, we haven't reached our goal until you drive away with the deal of the millennium.
From Golden State Motors, the #1 used car dealer with over 100 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection in Kern County. Domestic and foreign cars, trucks, and SUVs with new arrivals daily.
We'll slam the competition.
Corner of Golden State and M. Golden State Motors.
The all-new X96.5 blazing today's hottest music. Now with Jamie and Danny in the morning.
Good morning, Bakersfield.
We're Bakersfield's new morning show.
Today's hottest music is on the all-new X96.5.
X96.5.
Halftime is Shafter 17, Wasco 14. The Tigers got on the board first this evening on a very impressive drive. Then, of course, Shafter scored a couple of touchdowns to take the lead. Wasco came
Andrew
back.
Wheeler.
And a very entertaining first half.
Yeah, it has been. The game has been played as advertised. Both teams are playing tight. It's 17-14. We saw Wasco come out early, like you said, jump out with a touchdown by Harrison. So we'll see it right there as he comes across the goal line. You know, and then Shafter D-held, and then driving in, the Wasco offense dropped the ball on the ground, and Shafter picked it up, and it was a 3rd and 7 play, offsides, moved up 5 yards. Then we seen Mr. Brown, who's run tough all year long for Shafter, break the long run when he just ran the outside and took off and left the Wasco Tiger defense.
Now, he broke a couple of tackles on that particular run. Then he came back with another score, which was, of course, from closer distance, as Shafter took a 14-6 lead. And we will see it here.
This looks like the first run right there when he breaks off. Breaks a couple tackles and he hits the sideline right there. And then he demonstrates that he has some speed to get away from the defensive players once he breaks in the backfield.
Let's hear it
as he goes the distance. And
number 22 for Shafter, who has had the most carries in the area for a ball carrier, and of course been a great runner for Shafter the last couple of years.
Yeah, we saw him last year. He ran hard like this last year. Hits the holes hard. He's a tough back, durable back. Not only will he take some punishment, but we've seen also earlier he will deliver some punishment as he's run over a couple of safeties and defensive backs in this first half.
He likes to dish it out. Now, Wasco came back with a long run by Harrison to momentarily tie the game. In fact, they had the touchdown, then a 2-point conversion by Juarez to make it 14-14. But that was a brilliant run by Harrison as he showed some speed to the outside.
Yeah, and Harrison has showed a big play in the first half. First series actually got called back, and then he came back again, and he took it in off of an off-tackle play and busted the outside, and you saw his speed. As like we said earlier, there's not a Shafter adrenaline in the backfield that's going to catch him once he breaks open like that.
Well, this has been a very exciting game, and last year the ball game went down to the wire between Shafter and Wasco. Now, Shafter has dominated this series over the past decade, but of course, anything can happen in a game like this. Last week's winners, so the Disney Passports, Virginia Rose on Friday and Stacy Echeverry on Saturday. And now for a couple of tickets for Disneyland, a couple of passports, this is the question for the night. How tall is the Christmas tree that graces Town Square in Disneyland? Is it 30 feet, 60 feet, or 90 feet? How tall is the Christmas tree that graces Town Square in Disneyland? Is it 30 feet, 60 feet, or 90 feet? Give us a call at 634-2294. 634-2294. 634-2294. We will announce the winners next week during our playoff game right here on Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Cable 106. At a score at halftime, Shafter 17, Wasco 14 on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital Cable 106.
Get ready.
For the best deals in town.
Get set.
For the deal of a lifetime.
Go.
To Golden State Motors. You haven't seen the finish line until you drive away with the deal of the century from Golden State Motors. The #1 used car dealer with over 100 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection in Kern County. Domestic and foreign cars, SUVs, and trucks with new arrivals daily. So race on down to Golden State Motors, where we're sure you'll finish first.
The all-new X96.5 blazing today's hottest music. Now with Jamie and Danny in the morning.
Good morning, Bakersfield.
We're Bakersfield's new morning show.
Today's hottest music is on the all-new X96.5.
X96.5.
And win 2 passports to Disneyland just for watching the game of the week right here on Time Warner Cable. How tall is a Christmas tree that graces Town Square in Disneyland? Is it 30 feet, 60 feet, or 90 feet? Call us at 661-634-2294. 634-2294. The final 2 quarters will tell the story tonight from Wasco High School. As the Tigers have 14, the Generals have 17. A standing room only crowd here at Wasco High. Bonfires across the distance. A lot of exciting fans and cheerleaders and alumni of both schools. Big time game. Small town atmosphere. Brown fumbles a kickoff, picks it up across the 20-yard line until about the 23. Brown had a couple of touchdowns for Shafter in the first half.
You know, and he's the man for the General offense. They're not going to go as far as he goes, and tonight he's gone real well. But the defense is going to have to step up and help him out, because if the Wasco offense is allowed to move the ball the way they did, this game could end up turning to a Wasco victory.
And Wasco like nothing better than that. Shafter has been a tough team for them to beat in football in recent years. They played them very tough. So the Generals have come up on the winning side many times. Ishida, quarterback for Shafter, fires it over the middle, complete. First down to 33. Great job there late in the first half for Shafter on defense. Tim Stevens.
Right there, just a little three-step drop, quick slant, gets rid of the ball on target, and then Harrison makes the tackle, but not before 10 yards is picked up and a first down for the Generals.
Esparza, Garza, Hooper, Myers, and Dunlap up front for Shafter. At 1st and 10 for the Generals. Brown hits the hole, bounces off, gains about 5 yards when nothing seemed to be there, except for Wasco Tigers. He just keeps on turning those legs.
You know, right there, it seemed nothing, like you said, nothing was there, but he kept just running in the back of his lineman and pushing that pile. And next thing you know, they got 5 yards out of the play.
And he has the ability to break that type of run for a touchdown.
Yeah, his stature, he kind of like he's high behind his lineman, and what happens is somebody doesn't make a tackle or grabs onto him, and he breaks it for a big one.
Well, he's had a lot of long runs of late. Had 2 against Liberty in the 4th quarter. 1 tonight. Pitch back to Brown, fumbles it, retrieves it, hitting the back full on drop. They probably lose about a half yard or so. So Brown's had a little case of the jitters here in the second half as far as handling the ball. Had a problem on the kickoff and right there, but he handled it when it counted most.
Yeah, right there, the ball kind of exploded on him, hitting his shoulder pads. He did a good job of staying with it. You know, and Josh Fenderson just really barely missed a big play, a chance to cause a fumble on that play right there.
And the Wasco D needs a big play at 3rd and 5 for Shafter. In their own territory at the 39-yard line. Receivers to each side. Sheeta to throw, looking right. Fires it high and complete for Howdy. As he had to climb up the ladder. 4th down for Shafter.
Yeah, and there was a little miscommunication on that play. Sheeta threw the ball like it was going to be a hitch. Howdy kind of ran a as a half hitch, half slant. So you can't have that when you're playing pass and catch in a passing game.
And Harrison back in the game for Wasco. He was injured late in the first half. Back to receive the punt at his own 30-yard line. Going to his right. And he has dropped. Looks like he had a chance to move from right to left and get a block. But it gets across the 3rd to about the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at 9:54 to play in the 3rd. 17-14 Shafter. Crowd is lively. They are anxious.
They are, you know, like you said earlier, both towns are 8 miles apart. They come out, they really support this game, and right now you can hear them. Wasco's crowd we're at, they're cheering. Stands are yelling, but they want to see some points on that board by this Wasco offense.
Harrison Moore in the backfield. Harrison with a pitch, going right, cuts back. And Shafter strings it out very well as it gets up to about the 37-yard line. Williams. Mirlo making the tackle for Shafter. Short gain, about 2nd and 6 for Wasco. Tigers in black. A little bit of orange and white letters. Shafter navy blue, white and gold. Tigers pitch back to Moore. Hitting the backfield, drives forward to about the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd and maybe 5 for the Tigers.
You know, right now we're seeing the Shafter General defense get some penetration. That's 2 plays right there. They got the penetration, they're able to string out some plays and keep it some short gains and not let the Wasco Tigers run off those 6 and 7, 8, 9-yard runs that we saw in the first half.
3rd and 5 for the Tigers. Deep man is Harrison. He has the ball in the pitch, up the middle, hit hard and dropped after a gain of about 1 yard. 4th down for the Tigers. Great popping by the Shafter General D.
And right here you see this is a toss back. He's going to go straight off to the left side in between tackles. And there's the penetration again. He's hit before he even gets started. And the punting team comes on now for the Tigers.
And Shafter doing their version of a smackdown.
Well, you know, in all series, both defenses came out and shut those off in those first series in the second half and established themselves.
And Wasco is punting the ball. Mira Looking very much like Robert Bergen of BHS, two of the bigger punters in the area. Gets a great roll, Wasco roll, inside the 30-yard line. Shafter will set up a throw on 27. 8:01 to play in the third, and 17-14 Generals over the Tigers. Good ball game from Wasco High, the Tigers' den. Yeah.
All right, let's hear it for the Tigers. Come on, crowd, pump it up.
Well, let's see what will happen on this series right here. You know, the Wasco defense is playing better than I expect them to play, because I felt that was their weak point, was their defense. Like you said, they gave a lot of points and yardage. But tonight, they're holding tough so far. They have about a little less than 2 quarters to go, but let's see what they can do.
Some balloons escaping the distance. Brown tries to escape with about a 9-yard run off the right side. Across the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
Pickup of 9.
You can see at the end of this run right here, this is what I mean about he turns up and delivers some punishment. He's attacking the tackler, and the tackler's not attacking before they can attack him, and he's delivering the blow.
Joey Robledo received that hit by Brown. It'll call it 2nd and 1 for Shafter. High formation with Williams and Brown in the backfield. Williams. No, it's a keeper by Sheeta. Nice fake, but he loses yardage. Fake the ball to Williams, round down the line. Looked like he was going to pitch it out to Brown, and probably lost some yardage. Maybe 3rd and 3. Reels for the tackle for Wasco. 3rd and a short 3 for Shafter.
And that Shafter right there ran a little version of Revere. Faked the dive to Williams, and Sheeta kept it. I thought he was going to give it to Brown and let Brown do the work, pick the first down, but he kept it. So now we're seeing a third and about 3 yards for the Generals.
Howdy in motion for Shafter. Sheeta with the long count. I think the center picked up the ball, moved it. That's 5 against the Generals.
Motion call against the Generals.
Oops.
3rd down and 7.
Yeah, you know, he picks the ball up. That's why you also saw the receiver begin to go, because they're going to move off the movement of the ball from the center snaps it.
Okay, 3rd and 7 for Shafter. They're in territory at the 30-yard line. 17-14 General. Shotgun formation for Sheeta and company. Looking to the left. The protection breaks down, and he goes down. He was trying to throw it deep, and the Tigers pounced on him.
And that's Aaron Mears right there with a great sack with a one-hand sack. He's going to come around this outside on the left of your screen. You'll see him come into the play. And Aaron keeps his pressure, and he just puts one hand out and just grabs the sheet and puts him down, force another punt.
A takedown. The ball punted away from Harrison. Takes a Wasco roll, hit by Shafter, and they finally down it. The Wasco should have excellent field position across their 40-yard line. Down by 3 with 5:59 to play in the third. As it's beginning to get a little bit cooler up here, the Tiger Den.
We're getting a little bit of a breeze here.
Well, it is November. Okay, Harrison Moore in the backfield with Borez. Merritt, pitch back Harrison. Breaks a couple of tackles. Stays on his feet and close to the first down marker before he's finally driven to the turf. About a 9-yard pickup by Harrison.
And right there you see when Shafter was not able to get the penetration, Wasco's been able to rip off these 8-9 yard right there. Looks like a 10-yard run or a 9-yard run in that play right there. As you see him cutting up field and just fighting for extra yardage.
Wasco at the Shafter 45-yard line. The Tigers on the prowl. Pitch back Moore. Cuts inside. Has the first down. Moore. And Moore. Here comes a late flag. As it gets inside the Shafter 40-yard line. That was a late flag.
And we got flag.
Moore showing second and third effort. Personal foul against Wasco.
Yeah, the way that flag was thrown, it didn't look like it was a holding call, but Personal foul. Once again, Wasco stifles
That's
their
ridiculous.
offense with a penalty. And that's the only thing that's been really hurting them is the holding penalty on the one side, and they picked up a first down, and here again, another first down, and they get a 15-yard penalty tacked on. As you'll see right there, Brown does a good job. A small frame, he still runs tough in between tackles for a small guy, and right there, it had been a first down, but now you're looking at 2nd and 15 as opposed to 1st and 10.
He has such a great effort on that run. They bring it all back. And even some more, 4:55. Moore gives it to Harrison on that reverse. And it gets back to the original line of scrimmage almost, to the 45-yard line. Wasco will keep on coming at 3rd and 11.
You know, right there, your offensive linemen, the interior players involved in it, they have to have better composure, especially this time of year. You're in a tight ball game, 17-14. Every possession is going to be crucial with time ticking out with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. You can't afford to lose your cool and get a personal foul like that.
Juarez to throw. Unloads it, incomplete. Got a great rush by Shafter. Looked like they were trying to set up a screen, but it took a long time to develop. 4th down for Wasco. And that penalty definitely hampered their drive.
Second penalty we've seen has hampered the drive. The Generals have stopped them twice, but other than that, the other stops have come on their own mistakes. A fumble, a holding penalty, and now a personal foul.
Do you know that Wasco played McFarland the first game of the year and did not score a point? So they had about 6 or 7 turnovers.
Yeah, you know, in any game, you can't afford to give the ball to the other team and give away opportunities.
They have moved the ball the entire year. Number 2 in the area in offense, as far as yards are concerned, so they haven't had a problem in that area. But, you know, turnovers and penalties come through because they've only won 3 games. As the punt takes another Tiger roll, a Tiger bounce. Wow, inside the 20-yard line, inside the 15.
He's done a good job punting tonight. You know,
very good job.
Like you said, like Bergman, we had two big linemen. They're making some of the best punts that we've seen this year.
But quality athletes for big guys. So we can't say that Shafter's had excellent field position here in the second half, so the Wasco defense has a chance to put theirs back and go after the Generals.
You know, the Wasco defense has to keep doing what they're doing right now. They're playing very good defense in this game. You know, with the exception of the real big run that Brown had, they've played quality defense, and I think they've given their offense opportunities to really put points on the board, and they haven't.
Well, it is a low-scoring game for their offense. Only 14 here with 4 left to play in a third. Inside handoff to about the 15-yard line. That's to Williams. Well, the Shafter Generals call it 2nd and 5 for Shafter.
You know, and I just don't know how many times this Wasco offense cannot afford to score before the General offense takes advantage of these mistakes with a 3-point lead and increase this lead.
Receiver sweep side for Shafter. A shoot at QB with a long count. Gives the ball to Brown. Hit hard and dropped.
That's Kreiner. Kreiner's been their best tackler on defense. Because now he's a hit with a little pop. He also, you see, he wraps up, does a good job of getting the men down.
Harrison, Lopez, Flores, Kreiner, Obleda, Cummings, Ortiz, Dodd, Fenderson, Amador, and Martz on defense for Wasco. 3:04 to play in the third, and 3rd and 4 for Shafter. And they've come out with this familiar formation tonight. I with receiver sweep side. Ishida. Pitch back to Brown. Powers his way. And has a first down. Across the 25-yard line.
Stopped by number 10, Howard Kreiner.
Right there's a good run by Brown because they had him contact and tackle before the first down, but he just drives through the players and picks up the first down.
And Kreiner made the tackle not before he gained a first down for Shafter. Shafter trying to utilize some ball control here in the third.
You know, and that's what Coach Nixon alluded to in the paper, that he wanted to keep the his defense off the field by grinding the ball out with his offense.
Brown again, workhorse. Look at him fight for extra yardage.
Once again,
about a 5 or 7 yard pickup for Eric Brown. Just keeping those legs going. second, third, fourth effort. Never quitting, never giving up.
You know, and much like you allude to the Centennial team playing very good second half ball games, that's when his strength is going to come. Not on his first and 10th carry, but on carry 22, carry 23 is when you're going to see him start to bust and rip the team because they're tired and he's just still fresh.
You know, I alluded to the 2 long touchdowns against Liberty. And what was a very close game, a 14-7 game, and he had 2 runs over 60 yards. Back-to-back possessions. Second and short. Pitch back to Brown to the outside. Does not get the block. And they will throw him down. About 3 Tigers over there, but it's never easy to knock Eric Brown to the turf.
No, but you can see that it is a much easier job when you get the penetration and you hit him before he gets going, because now he just can't overpower you. Now you offset his power, and your teammates come and help you out, as you'll see in this replay right here. As it's a toss out to the right sweep, you see the penetration right there by 35, and then this other teammate comes in, and 3 players, they finish him off, and it's a loss of about 4 or 5 yards and puts him in a 3rd and long.
That was Cummings over there, 35 for Wasco.
Long, I'm sorry.
About 56.3 seconds left in the 3rd. They had a quick moving ball game from Wasco High. Offsides against the Tigers, so they had Shafter at 3rd and about 9, now 3rd and 3. The scoreboard shows 2nd and 34, Brian, but it's actually 3rd and 4. Ashita, pitch back to Brown. Cuts it to the middle, has the first down for Shafter. They'll try that play numerous times in this drive.
But again, a Wasco mistake allows Shafter to do what they do best and give the ball to Brown. You have him in 3rd and 9 and you jump off sides. That's what they did on the other play when he gave the big touchdown. They just can't afford to do this. You'll see right here, just toss it, he cuts it upfield and just puts it the first down and delivers some more punishment to some players.
Well, definitely 3rd and 9 is a lot different than 3rd and 4.
Oh yeah, I mean, 3rd and 4, you bring him back into play as a runner.
Well, he averages about 6 yards a run anyway, or 7 yards. Williams, staying on his feet, powers his way midfield 50, up the middle 45, and finally driven down. The Wasco defense quit momentarily on Williams. He took it another 25 yards.
Yeah, Williams is a big, strong young man, and you can see right there, if you're not going to wrap him up, you're not going to have a chance of pulling him down, as they just had to chase him out. Dive play, bust through the pile, and then show some good speed of getting down the field right there. They hustle and tackle him and get him to the ground, but not before he picked up a big gain going to the final quarter.
17-14 Shafter on CNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital Cable 106.
Get ready.
For the best deals in town.
Get set.
For the deal of a lifetime.
Go.
To Golden State Motors. You haven't seen the finish line until you drive away with the deal of the century from Golden State Motors. The #1 used car dealer with over 100 pre-owned vehicles. The largest selection in Kern County. Domestic and foreign cars, SUVs, and trucks with new arrivals daily. So race on down to Golden State Motors, where we're sure you'll finish first.
The all-new X96.5, blazing today's hottest music. Now with Jamie and Danny in the morning.
Good morning, Bakersfield.
We're Bakersfield's new morning show.
Today's hottest music is on the all-new X96.5.
X96.5.
And the Shafter Generals with the ball here on the first play of the 4th quarter. 17-14 Generals over the Tigers.
On the stop, number 15.
Illegal procedure against Shafter. Brian, no points were scored in the 3rd.
No points were scored in the 3rd. And really, Wasco had 2 golden opportunities, and they had 2 penalties that pulled the ball back. So, well, I'm sorry, 1 opportunity. The other 2 in the first half, but 1 opportunity and first down in the general territory, and you get a 15-yard personal foul.
Yeah, Brown ran to about the 40 or 35-yard line on a lot of second, third effort, then they had a personal foul. They eventually had a punt. And of course, they allow Shafter to get close enough for first down. Pitch back to Brown. Has a good opening. He's still at the 20-yard line. Breaks a tackle. He will go all the way. Touchdown, Shafter.
Touchdown, Generals.
Right there, second play. Actually, the first play that's legal in the fourth quarter here. He gets a pitch. He runs straight downhill. There's nobody to touch him in the first 5 or 6 yards. And into the end zone. And again, this touchdown is off of a penalty, off of a mistake early late in the third quarter.
Was that a fake? How they fake the extra point? They throw it towards the end zone, complete. I'm not sure what was going on. The pass by John Merlo.
Point no good. 11:49.
Yeah, the Wasco defense has played a really good game, except for on 2 plays, not that so much the touchdowns, but 2 offside penalties that are unnecessary and kept drives continuing to be sustained. And here's a touchdown right here. It's just a toss. He cuts it upfield, goes off tackle. You can see right there, he's downfield almost 12 yards before anybody touches him. And he just runs through the tackle of the corner and scores a touchdown number 3.
Eric Brown continues his assault on the Wasco Tigers. 3 scores tonight. He can gain the tough yards, the long yards, break tackles, and makes a big play when Shafter needs it most.
Yeah. You know, the Wasco Tigers can't think they're going to hold him all night long, but they have held enough times to give themselves a chance to be up in this game, I feel. But again, it reminds me of the game we did last week where Stockdale had opportunities, but they just did not take advantage of them. And so far, that's what Wasco's done. But there's plenty enough time for Wasco to come back because they also have some big play players, and they also have been able to move the ball, and the Shafter General defense has not solved the mystery of the double wing.
No, they haven't. Out of a kickoff for Shafter, 11:49 to play in a ball game. As the Generals 23, Wasco 14. And the crowd is really juiced. They're really pumped up now. As the ball comes to Miller for Wasco. To the 20-yard line and thrown down.
Norman Miller on the return.
The Generals want to close this one out.
Yeah, right now the general defense to come out. They have to come out, punch up, and say, "Hey, we have a chance now. We can stop this series, get our offense back on the field real quickly, and try to put some more points on the board, and just take away all the desire." But they're going to have to get some penetration against the double wing, as you see right here. Some good coverage right there on the kickoff. That's how you come off the edge, pull down the return man.
It's back to Harrison. And a thrown down for a loss by Shafter.
And that's exactly what they have to do. Get the penetration and just crank up their intensity on defense. And if you're Wasco, you got to be patient. Just know that you haven't been stopped, except you stopped yourself. And continue to pound at them like that and let one of your backs break it open and get the game back within 3.
Second down and 11 for Wasco. And their own territory at the 20-yard line. Every General on D within 7 yards of the ball. More to the outside. To the 25. 30-yard line, stays on its feet, driven out of bounds. At a Wasco sideline by Ishida.
On the stop, Ishida. Touchdown.
At first down for Wasco.
And Moore made a great move right here, as you'll see coming around here on a little sweep play. He's going to come outside with a lot of speed, guys do. There's a little hesitation move right here. Coming up right there, just a little hesitation, freezes the out, and then he picks up some extra yards for the first down. Big play.
They shoot a wide corner for Shafter. First and 10 for Wasco. Juarez to throw it. He's sacked back there. Looking for Harrison deep. Running a streak pad on the left side. He simply did not have time. And he takes the sack big time.
No, nobody was open when Juarez popped up and he was ready to throw the ball. Coverage was good coverage sack, and the defensive line continued to pressure and put them down and really put them in a situation that the Wasco Tigers don't want to be in. That's second and third and long.
Second and 18 for Wasco at their own 30-yard line. At 10:20 to play in the ball game. Who has the ball? I thought Harrison did. Is it Moore? At any rate, Wasco loses yardage.
And there's that reverse play again. This time Mr. Moore has been exclusively to Harrison, but it goes to Moore this time. And Williams from that linebacker spot fills the hole like the linebacker's supposed to. You'll see right here as he comes through and puts Moore on the ground.
Williams done a good job at linebacker tonight. And also on a scanning job at fullback for Shafter. A good two-way player. Number 32 for the Generals. Harrison to the outside. And thrown down by 33 of Shafter. Had a good game. Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens is doing a good job on that outside corner of enforcing the run. And right there, 4th and 10 now.
I really thought Harrison was going to take it for 10, 15 yards.
Well, the thing right here, it looks open right there, but we can't see it from our angle. You can see right there, Stevens has a good angle to eliminate the speed of Harrison to get to the outside and break it for a touchdown.
And he really attacked the ball carrier very well. 9:13 to play in a ball game.
And this could be a crucial play going for it on 4th down.
4th down for Wasco. They were going for it, 4th and 11. And timeout Shafter.
Timeout Shafter.
They're inside their 40-yard line.
Inside their 40, going to give them a short field if you don't get it. No.
I'm not sure about that, but
maybe they're thinking if they punt the ball, even with a good punt, you have a tired defense, and they might not be able to hold up anyway. But
I think they're going to punt now.
That's what I would do. You know, I think I see you up here cringing at the thought of going for it, but.
Well, if there was 4 minutes to go in a ball game, I might go for it, but not with 9 minutes left in the game. Depends on the time left on the clock. I figure if it's 4 minutes left, yeah, I'd probably go for it, but not with 9. The same score. You don't want to take yourself completely out of it. If you'd like a copy of tonight's game or any other local program produced by Time Warner Cable, give us a call, 322-1941 at 322-1941. Call us during regular business hours. Okay, Wasco punting. Own territory. Bad snap. Get it off. End over end. And once again, it takes a Wasco roll momentarily, then bounce back. Shafter ball inside the 40-yard line. And the Wasco D has to stop the Generals. That means Eric Brown. They cannot let him get loose for a long run.
Yeah, that was a good play right there by Mercer, the punter, to get down and field that ball and get it off, too.
Talked about the fact that Eric Brown gets stronger as the game goes along, like many great backs do, and he's very dangerous. 3 scores tonight.
Well, this is his time right now. This is when he's going to want the ball. He's going to pretty much put the team on his shoulders at this point and then linemen and try to carry them to a victory.
They pitch to the Brown going left, puts his head down, and driven down after about, again, 2 or 3 yards. As you notice, they've been pitching the ball to him quite a bit, not handing the ball to him, but pitching the ball to him primarily here in the second half.
Yeah, they're pitching the ball to him, but he has some options. You can see he's looking out. He can cut it up inside the tackle, or he can go outside with it. So you're really giving a good back a two-way go to make something happen for your ball club. Now, Wasco has to try to get a stop, or they keep it in a passing situation and take the ball out of his hands.
And what's also great, he has a 230-pound Williams in front of him to block. It's got to be a big advantage in more ways than one. Out in motion for Shafter. Pitch back to Brown. It's a nice block. And thrown down for a gain of about 3 yards. That'll be 3rd down for Shafter, throw 44-yard line. 3rd and 3, a long 3. 8 minutes to play in a ball game.
Right here you see he gets it right back there. Good blocking. He also has good lineman pursuit right there and linebackers making the play and closing down for a short 3-yard gain.
That's a Tiger takedown. And the Tigers are going to take down here. Ishida at QB for Shafter. There's a ball to Brown. Powers it up the middle, and he might have a 1st down for Shafter. Running behind that very effective offensive line. 1st down for the Generals.
And right there is a perfect example of what I mean about you have to get some penetration and get some stops, or you put them in a passing down. Because if you get 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 3, they're going to give it to Brown. And Brown's picked up the 1st down every time they need it like that.
He's our man.
See right there, you see the line gets a good surge. He gets the ball, runs in the back, and he's such a strong young man. He just pushes the pile behind Williams, and they pick up a first down.
It is drives and drives. Brown again on the draw, going to the left side, has 5, nice block downfield to the 40, 20, that's a race to the sideline, they finally throw him down to 5. Eric Brown just shy of his 4th touchdown tonight.
On the sweep, Eric Brown.
And right there, Eric Brown, we just alluded to, he's gonna carry the team in, and that's what he's just done right now. 4 consecutive plays right there, he's bumped in the backfield, you think they have a chance to get him.
He still makes 45 yards out of it.
For him to be able to do that, you have to have some good blocking, first of all, because he's not even getting touched yet. And then, like you said, he picks up 45 more yards, and he has to be closing in close to a 200-yard barrier.
Wow. Excellent runner. Tackled by Robledo, Wasco, number 85. At first and goal for the Generals. Inside handoff to Williams, and he is whacked at the line of scrimmage. A Tiger prowl.
You're right there, Williams ran to a wall right there.
Ooh.
You see the linebacking core right there putting some heat on that hit right there.
6 minutes plus to play in a ball game at 23-14 Shafter, and they're looking for more. The Generals march on. Ishida, pitch back to Brown, goes to the right, cuts inside, touchdown, Generals!
Touchdown number 4, and I mean, Williams, like you said earlier, does a really good job of leading him because he gets contact on whoever he goes out to, and he gives Brown a chance to make a move one way or the other, and Brown really hits the hole hard, as you can see right there. I mean, there was no doubt once he got that, was going to be a touchdown.
They hit the hole quickly and very hard, and Williams definitely a big plus for him in the backfield. A big, tough blocker and a good runner for Shafter. The kick is up, it's good by Howdy. 30-14 in favor of Shafter as they have blown this one open.
Yeah, you know, the 16-point lead with 5:57. You see right here, it's just a toss and a sweep, and he's going to take it outside. And like I said, good blocking. You see Lyon pushing people out. He does a good job, really. What I like about him is once he decides to cut upfield, he cuts it upfield. He doesn't play around and tries to make anything happen special. He uses his speed and quickness and his power, and he put in touchdown number 4.
Well, I think with him as a running back, as a blocker, you just need to hold your man just a second or so. He's right there. He's so quick with his moves.
Yeah, you know, the thing when you got a good back like that, and and your team is blessed with a good back, you just have to really get people to give them a chance by not letting penetration come in there and stop before the momentum goes. Because once the momentum gets going, they're going to be hard to stop.
When he turns his shoulders, he is dynamite. 4 scores for Eric Brown tonight for Shafter. Nobody scored any points in the third quarter. And Shafter scored twice here in the fourth. 30-14 in favor of the Generals. It was 17-14 at the half and 17-14 after 3. How to kick it off for Shafter as they try to improve to 8-2 this year, 5-1 in the South Score League. Miller fumbles the kickoff to the 10, breaks a tackle, goes down at the 15.
And Miller on the return for the Tigers. First down.
You know, and Miller really did a good job just getting the ball past the 10-yard line. It looked like they had him stuck for a second, but he filled the ball a little shaky, but he picks it up right there, makes a good move, makes a couple of guys miss. And then does a good job just getting the ball back upfield and some positive yardage for the Tigers. But right now, they're in 4-down territory with 5:50 left. He scores 16 points. And not an offense that's going to be able to strike quickly through the air to really score it quick. They're going to need a big run for them to get back in it, and a quick one.
5:50 to play in a ball game. Pitch out to Harrison. He tries to work his way up middle. And the Shafter Generals providing a great blockade.
You know, and right now,
Tigers.
And that's what, and you've seen in the last couple of series, the Shafter General defense is really getting great penetration, and they're just plugging up the holes in this last 2 series against the Tigers.
The Shafter General is on the field, on the turf, at the 15-yard line. At 5:35, we're playing a ball game. Shafter up 30-14 over Wasco.
Yeah, a young man right there just cramping up a little bit, nothing major. Doesn't appear to be major at this point. Right here, you're going to see Harrison come around. The play has been very successful for him tonight. But right there, you had the penetration by Waldron. And just kind of just shuts that play down. But that's the penetration that the Shafter front seven are going to have to do right now. That they want to just, that the defense wants to just close the coffin and end the game. And just get that kind of penetration like that, because you know they're going to go for it on 4 downs and give the ball back to Brown.
Grant Myers shaking up on the play. Appears to be okay.
Grant Myers.
Yeah, he's going off on his own wheel. Looked like a little cramp, kind of cramp in that left leg there.
Number 57 for Shafter. Walking off very gingerly on his own power. Inside handoff for the Wasco Tigers. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards inside the 20-yard line.
On the carry, number 54.
And that's Mr. Williams' neighborhood right there. If you're going to do these dives at this point in time, he's pretty much going to shut that down because he's coming with some penetration as well.
He is a very solid, consistent two-way player for Shafter.
Yeah, he's played a solid ball game on both ends, on both sides of the ball. You saw him make some good catches, some good runs on the offensive side.
And a very good blocker. That's more to the outside. Ashita waiting for him. Straight arms him to the 25 and drill out of bounds.
We have Ashita shaking up a little bit.
On the sweep.
You don't want to get your quarterback hurt. He's a tough guy, though. Plays corner on defense.
You see Brown coming around right here. Uses his speed on the outside. Sets him up a little dip and a little straight arm. You know, the little fella has a little bit of power to him. As we've seen him bounce some guys off, and he's really hard to tackle.
He does. 1st and 10 for Wasco. At 4:50 to play in a ball game. Need to pick up more than 5 yards, a little crack. Pitch out to Harrison. Has a little opening. To the 40-yard line, midfield 50, makes a move and driven down at the 45-yard line, Shafter territory. That's about a 25-yard pickup for Aaron Harrison.
You know, and that's what they needed. But right now, they need to get on the line of scrimmage. They have to be in hurry-up mode. They can't be sitting around waiting around. You know, get on that line of scrimmage, get your play, and get going. Because the clock right now is your enemy.
They've only need to call about 2 or 3 plays in a row.
And with the type of offense, they easily could call 3 plays in a row like that.
Merrill motion, pitch back to Moore to the outside. Shafter comes up, and they drill him, throw him down. Lee Waldron on the back for number 1 initially. Then Ashita came up to lay some leather.
You know, and that's what you want your linebacker to do right now because, again, you know, he's in that front 7, interior 7. They can afford to do that at this point in time. If he goes in the backfield and disrupts it and misses the tackle, you still have your safety, your corners, and other players that can make up for it. But if you're the Shafter Generals, I would not just sit back and let them dictate some plays and have a chance to break a big one on me.
John Merle, Casey Crown, Williams, Stevens, Pompa, Mayhouse on the defense for Shafter tonight.
And there's Mr. Williams right there, shutting down that middle.
And he has been solid tonight. Along with Hooper and Myers for Shafter. We talked about Waldron, Stevens, Ashita. 3rd down, 3rd and 14 for Wasco. And they were definitely in 2-down territory with 3:25 to play in a ball game. Shafter 30, Wasco 14. Juarez at QB. Going back to pass. Here comes the rush. He rolls out to his right. Flag is down, throws it. Incomplete. Almost intercepted by Shafter. And possibly a hold against Wasco.
And we got flags.
Yeah, holding against the Tigers.
And that's going to make it about 3rd and forever in this situation. So it's not looking good for the Tigers at this point in time with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game.
Well, the Tigers scored first tonight, led 6-0. Shafter came back with a couple of scores on a long one and a short one by Eric Brown. Wasco came back with a long one by Aaron Harrison and a 2-point conversion by Haora, so we had a 14-14 ball game. And then prior to the half, Howley had a 25-yard field goal for Shafter. That's the way it stood throughout the third. And then Eric Brown Company have dominated the fourth. There's running mate Williams blocking for him. Williams doing a great job on defense. Screen over the middle. Incomplete to Harrison.
Yes, ball's incomplete.
He thought about running before he caught the ball.
Yeah, that's a smash receiver screen right there, and it looked like he had a little room. Now, whether he could have picked up 30 yards would have been, we had to see, but again, this is the fourth down. And they're bringing out the punt team, and the Generals should be able to just run the game out when they get the ball back now.
I expect Wasco to go for it on fourth down.
Here it is right there. He just kind of looked upfield, forgot about the ball. And they're in a punt situation. And
Howley back deep for Shafter. Will this be a fake? Well, it's 4th and 30, I guess not. They get it high in the air. Shafter gets away from the ball. As it bounces sideways. That'll be first down for Shafter at their own 43-yard line. 30-14 in favor of the Generals. 3:01 to play in the ball game. And Shafter looks to be 8-2 this year and 5-1 at the South Dakota League. Wasco at 3-6-1.
Yeah, and Wasco came out with a valiant effort again. They had their opportunities to have a chance to either be up or at least tied in this ball game, but they weren't able to because of a fumble and a couple of penalties on the offense. But their defense, although it says 30 points on the board, really did a good job, I felt, for most of the game on stopping, but at least trying to contain
Eric Brown
and the Shafter Generals.
But he has that ability to make the big play, the long run. I'll block from Williams, bounces out to the outside, to the 40-yard line. They try to bring him down, they can't, 20-15, and they drag another tackler to the 12-yard line. Wow.
And on these last two series, what you're seeing right now, you're just seeing a tired defense that really has nothing left. And a young man who gets stronger with the carries at the end of the game. As again, he bounces off. There's Williams again, falling outside of Williams. He's not touched till the safety gets him down here, almost 20 yards past the line of scrimmage. So
a great effort by Robledo, number 85, to stick with him. That's like trying to bring down a bull.
You know, I mean, you know you're going to concede some yardage to him. I think the thing you try to do is try to keep him from making these big plays and these backbreakers that he has the ability to do.
You definitely can't arm tackle him. He has the ball again up the middle. Powers his way inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line.
22, Eric Brown.
Downtown Eric Brown.
By number 66, Hamador.
Two minutes to play in a ball game. And Shafter deep in Wasco territory and taking their time. We don't need any more scores against the Tigers.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised right now to see Williams get the ball on this play.
He's in the backfield along with Williams. Well, the Generals pitch back Brown to the outside, has an opening 5, puts his head down, and to the 1-yard line.
Brown stopped at the 2-yard line.
Wow.
By number 53, Josh Henderson.
I mean, he gets that big frame going downhill. He does a good job of getting that downhill position, and he's just a tough back to get down. Again, as you can see, like even when there's contact, he seems to be the man who's delivering the blows. You see again, here's Williams coming around the edge. Does a good job of sealing right there. And then you see him run over the corner and almost score again.
Henderson with attack for Shafter. So I'll say for Wasco. Eric Brown running hard as he has the entire year. Quarterback keeper. And Ashita is over the plane. Touchdown, Generals. Ricky Ashita with a score for the Shafter Generals. It is 36-14 Shafter.
You know, and it's 2 games in a row, 2 weeks in a row, we have a score that's really not indicative of how close the ball game really was played.
Extra point attempt by Howley is up, and it's good.
Extra point good.
37-14, 105 to play in a ball game. We had a 17-14 game at the half. It was 17-14 after 3, and Shafter has dominated with Brown company in the 4th.
Yeah, I think he's the right in company, because when you're talking about his running, he makes some tough runs too, but a lot of times he has some runs where there was nobody touching him for a good 5, 6, 7, or 8 yards downfield, and that's that offensive line, and his fullback Williams leading the way.
Offensive line would be Louis Pumpa, number 40, the tight end, Roy Esparza, number 50, the guard. Also Ben Garza, number 53, the center. Nick Cooper, number 55, one of the tackles. Grant Myers, number 57, who goes both ways, another guard. And Bobby Dunlap, 66 for the Generals, who are moving into the playoffs. 1:05 left. And Wasco will receive the kick from Halley of Shafter. The Tigers have 14, the Generals 37. Harrison and Moore deep for Wasco. Takes a funny hop. Moore picks it up at the 5-yard line. There's a couple of tacklers. A flag is down to the 20 and 25.
On return, Daryl Moore.
Yeah, Daryl Moore is an exciting running back. I mean, he just makes some things happen when he runs the ball, but we'll see what the penalty is. Being consistent, it'll be going against the Tigers. And yep, that's what it's going to be doing. They got a clipping.
And the Shafter people are hanging around. Well, the Wasco folks have left the stands here tonight from Tiger Stadium.
And we got more flags.
Unsportsmanlike penalty against Wasco. And someone has been ejected from the game.
Yeah, that's 2 different penalties right there. They had the clipping first, and then now they had the unsportsmanlike and the ejection. So it looks like they're taking out Harrison.
Aaron Harrison was kicked out of the game for the Wasco Tigers, number 3. 58 seconds to play in a ball game.
A lot of penalties.
And Wasco got the ball inside their 5. Juarez with the inside handoff, which goes into a wall of Generals.
This should be our last play of the game right here, barring a penalty.
Eric Brown had 4 touchdowns for Shafter tonight. Ishida had 1. Wasco had a shot, but Shafter simply wore him down in the 4th quarter. Credit to the outstanding offensive line play of Shafter, and Norman Williams in the backfield blocking for Brown, and Williams on defense along with a number of other Generals, but a good performance by Shafter. And a good performance for Wasco tonight, but too many Generals.
Yeah, I think, you know, Wasco has nothing to hang their heads about. They played a good game. It's just a situation where they did not take advantage of the opportunities to make something happen. They had the fumble on the 6-yard line, 2 penalties that stopped drives when they were on the prowl, and then the Generals just did what they've done, and they've used Brown and company to wear people down. It's a victory.
Now, despite the fact he got kicked out of the game, Aaron Harrison had a couple of touchdown runs for Wasco, both in the first half. 17-14 at the half. 37-14 the final. Shafter is now 8-2. They finish off South Scoily play at 5-1, and Wasco finishes off this year at 3-6-1.
Yeah, you know, Wasco didn't have the kind of year that they wanted to have, but again, they played hard. You can see their offense was able to put a lot of yards and be impressive statistically. While, you know, the Shafter Generals now, they should have at least a piece of the South Sequoia League title.
And you see the teams on the field. The final score from Wasco High in this storied rivalry, Shafter 37, Wasco 14. For Brian Adams, I'm Mark Heffernan. Good night. You've been watching the Prep Football Game of the Week on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31. We are Digital Cable 106.
It's pretty simple, really. You want to advertise your business on TV? Call Time Warner Cable. We'll put you on some of the most popular shows on your favorite cable networks.
We could put your business on ESPN. It's the ultimate sports network.
We'll get you seen and heard on CNN, the stage for some of the most interesting people around.
Use Telemundo and Galavision to reach out to the fastest growing segment of our community.
When you call Time Warner Cable, we'll map out a strategy, custom built for your business. We'll produce a commercial for you, and then deliver your message on some of the most popular shows on TV. Think of Time Warner as your own personal advertising department. We make it easy to advertise on the cable networks, and we do it affordably. Call Time Warner now, and we'll send you free information on how simple it is to get your business on the cable networks. Time Warner Cable. It's the best way to get on television.